Hey, what's up guys, it's
LeafyIsHere Jr. here. I know the whole meme right now is just to call Pokimane unattractive, but well, frankly, Poki, if you approach me wearing this, I'll let everything you've done slide. And speaking of Pokimane, let's talk about her Twitch reactions. No, scratch that, let's talk about everyone's reactions on Twitch, and why they're stealing content. At this point, we all know what Twitch is, the most popular streaming website in the world by far, with millions of daily visitors and a roster of streamers so recognizable that they're basically household names and have been on national television. It's undisputed as one of the most important content sharing websites in the world right now. While people stream on other sites, they really pale in comparison. There was a time when the main point to a Twitch stream was to watch someone playing a video game, either because they were particularly good at it or they were entertaining to watch. They could banter with chat and discuss the game, allowing the streamer to form a connection with the viewers. This may all seem very basic, but at the time it was a relatively new and exciting concept. Today, these things still happen on Twitch, but the site has expanded its somewhat narrow focus to a bunch of other content areas. Some of my favorite content online comes from Twitch streamers that I've watched over the past few years and become invested in. That being said, across the board for a lot of streamers, there is a major problem with the kind of content that they put out, being reaction streams. Many of these streamers simply watch YouTube videos in full on their stream with little to no reaction to them. They don't have ongoing commentary the entire time, they don't stop it to give an actual opinion every few seconds and therefore transform it. Oftentimes, like in the case of Poki, she just eats lunch while watching these videos.
When you're a school shooter and you plan to shoot up a school, but then you realise you're homeschooled.
This is undoubtedly stealing content, as these streamers are not transforming it and are instead using it to fill out space in their stream when they don't have to work. Someone puts hours and hours of work into researching, writing, recording, editing, and posting their video to their YouTube channel, and it gets a pretty modest amount of views and makes them some money. Then, these Twitch streamers watch the entire thing on their show and don't change anything about it, barely adding any commentary, all while raking in thousands of dollars in donations. And, to add further insult to injury, these guys all have YouTube channels where they re-upload their streams, unedited, with ads, and make even more money off of someone else's content. Their videos then directly compete with the originals on YouTube and oftentimes surpass them in views and ad revenue. Many of you will likely remember that just a few years ago, the entire YouTube community came together to go after reaction channels on YouTube, like Jinx and Rashad the Reactor. All of these people were basically turning on a webcam, announcing the title of a video, watching it in full with no pauses or reactions, and then saying goodbye and pressing the off button.
You got it. You got it. Don't want to spoil it. You shows the bite of 87.
Jinx was getting millions of views off of stealing content and uploading multiple videos a day due to how easy they were to make. In a nutshell, he would piggyback off of the popularity of other videos by putting their titles in his own as well as in the tags, and his videos would then be spam recommended on YouTube. However, it eventually got to the point that he was even more popular than the people he was reacting to in many cases, and enough people were fed up with it that they made videos about him, one after another after another.
So going back to these reaction videos, where should we draw the line on what I just explained to you? When does content seemingly hold so little value on its own that it should actually be criticized for being completely barren and ultimately 100% pointless?
On today's episode of Content Cop, we're going to be looking at Jinx Reloaded. I mean Reload. It would make too much sense if it was called Jinx Reloaded.
Jinx was a reaction YouTuber. He would take completely unedited, unfiltered viral YouTube videos and react to them, which obviously garnered him millions of views because people didn't give a shit about Jinx. They simply watched it for the original video. Now, these reaction YouTubers are nothing new. They've been around on YouTube for quite a while, collecting as some kind of YouTube cesspool.
Everyone supported these commentary channels 4 years ago, and rightfully so. They were all pointing out the content that was being stolen by others. Just a few months ago, the story about Susie Liu, someone who was watching anime episodes in full with little to no added content apart from her face in the corner making odd faces now and then, blew up on YouTube. Everyone was up in arms over what she was doing, both because of the ethics of it and the legality. But now, over 4 years after Jinx and a few months after Susie Liu, a bunch of the Twitch community is doing almost the exact same thing, and no one is calling them out for it. Or no one was calling them out for it. Until now. On July 30th, LeafyIsHere uploaded a video titled Content Nuke Pokimane. The video itself was a pretty standard criticism of who Poki is as a person, pointing out some of her hypocrisies and some of her missteps, as well as injecting your typical LeafyIsHere, shall we say, style.
Pokimane isn't even attractive. There's really no other way of saying it. She's just not hot, dude. I'm not saying that to fuck with her. I'm not even saying it to fuck with you guys. She's just really not hot.
Leafy had already made his return to YouTube a few months ago and was posting stuff that got a pretty good response from his fan base as well as commentary channels. But this was the one that really put him on the map as making a large return to the rest of the internet. It had 100,000 likes within the first hour of it being uploaded, and was picking up steam pretty much everywhere. However, one of the most positive outcomes of this video was that Leafy pointed out Pokey's reactions on stream, how they aren't very reactive.
If you edit videos and actually put effort into it and make it more entertaining for the viewer, like if you do a bunch of Fortnite streamers react to something and you
time like to find
put it
the
together.
popular clips and trending clips and then like edit it and like give credits.
They're just sitting, eyes wide, for minutes on end. No comment, no criticism, no thoughts, no praise. Just watching or scrolling through Twitter on her phone. This in turn opened up a lot of other streamers who do the same exact thing to, well, the same exact criticism. Something which many of them weren't happy about and talked about on their own streams. Let's talk about it. XQC is one of the most popular streamers on Twitch, been doing it for a while, and is also friends with a lot of other popular streamers. He also steals content. On his stream, XQC often reacts to videos from various creators. He then uploads the stream recording to his YouTube channel with ads to make even more money. And I wouldn't have an issue with him recording his reaction or posting it on his channel if it was more cut up to just the parts that he actually reacts to, or if he was reacting at all. But he's not doing any of those things.
That means there'll be no stock. So the public went out to grab an extra pack. Then the news stories started coming in about the lockdown. Fear's real.
In this stream re-upload on his YouTube channel, he watches an entire 23-minute long internet historian video. During the video, the only time that he stops it to say anything or give any insight is to ask his fans if they want him to skip the ad. The entire rest of it is him sitting in the corner of the screen, hunched over his computer monitor, just watching. A video that took hours and hours of work being profited off of financially and scavenged for content in 30 minutes flat. Due to the amount of people pointing out to XQC that what he's doing isn't transformative, he decided to respond to Boblax in some tweets that were, well, I mean, frankly, they were retarded. They were retarded. Get this shit off me! Ah! Boblax said, Jinx Reloaded had better reactions, accompanied by a clip of XQC doing what he does best.
Problem. Here's a list of placebos that'll get you patched up. High-dose infusions of vitamin C, silver solution, touching your TV, kissing a shrine, spiritual vaccines, plant sap in the eye, special mattress, cow urine, cow dung, camel urine, a cotton ball soaked in violet. Another great react harder take on live content. It's different content in nature. People want to watch. They normally wouldn't watch and hang out with the individuals they enjoy. It's why watch parties are becoming so successful. Include but the law's response. Stick to drama, please. Boblax then said the following. I can understand that argument for Twitch streams, but when you upload the full version of someone else's video to YouTube, adding no additive commentary, especially on a big channel, it cannibalizes views. Nobody will watch the original video if they saw your upload of it. They went back and forth a few times over this, but the basic message that XQC was trying to get across is that people watch the streamer's reaction for a reason. They enjoy it. He echoed a similar response on his stream when he responded to Leafy's video directly.
Yeah, in this video, I'm gonna be on this weird thing where this guy's just gonna comment on this girl's streams, and okay. Alright, well, this is a piece of sushi, and this is a bug on my screen. Like, dude, it's
anything negative about
transformative is subjective.
About her and she's copyright strike
guys,
them.
Transformative is subjective.
If you make a video that is negative about her, she's gonna try to gun you. And I'm not the one saying that. That's her.
And I had spoken to my MCN and I was like,
I'm not balding at all. I'm not even mad. I don't give a fuck. It's just because this isn't an attack to her, and I'm not defending her. I just feel like transformative is subjective. You transforming something and somebody else, they're both transformative in their own way, dude. And sometimes if you think that it's not, sometimes it's not because it's not transformative. It might be because you don't understand like the culture or the whatever. It's just kind of how it is.
like, is this something that I can take down? I was getting like.
Are you serious? XQC's basic argument here is that people like it and there's a market for it, so his reactions and the ones that other streamers do have a right to exist. He likens them to a watch party where people just watch content together. What he seems to fail to understand is that no one ever denied that there's a market for this. No one said that people don't like these videos because a decent amount of them clearly do. They get hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube. We're saying that it's bad, lazy content that steals from talented people to profit off of them. That's not just my subjective opinion, that's almost objectively true. It doesn't take a large amount of effort effort to turn on a video and watch it while laughing every minute or so, especially when compared to how long the video being reacted to takes to make.
Being negative about
transformative is subjective.
About her and she's copyright strike
Guys,
them.
transformative is subjective.
And claiming that it's subjective really is the most non-argument I've ever heard. Like, yes, my my opinion is my own. I hold beliefs that are my own. But I think that I'm right, and you telling me that it's just my opinion isn't going to make me stop. But the stream itself isn't the largest issue. It's the unedited reaction to YouTube that undoubtedly cannibalizes views from the original video. If someone comes across your reaction, which is basically a re-upload of the original video, but with your face placed in the upper left-hand corner, and watches it, then they logically will have no reason to go and watch the original.
You know, it's just extra sick when most of her content is shit like this.
Guys, I have to be honest, chat. Guys, I'll just set shit up like a chat. Everybody is wrong. Everybody's a hypocrite. I'm wrong and a hypocrite. Leafy is, Pokey is, the whole wazoo, the whole conglomerate, every piece of the puzzle, it's all complete degeneracy, okay? Dude, nobody is more right, everybody's wrong, dude. That's just kind of how it is.
Does that mean we shouldn't criticize people who do questionable things? I don't really understand what he's saying here. Like, sure, not everybody is flawless. In fact, no one is completely infallible, but I don't think that that means that criticism isn't warranted when someone does something worthy of being talked about. I also don't think that puts everyone on an even playing field. If someone does something irrefutably worse, like child grooming, obviously we're going to say they're a worse person than other people.
I know it sounds hypocritical, but if you're on stream and you watch a video that came out like a while ago, or any video, it's like, dude, there's no loss anywhere. It's whatever, dude. Like, who gives a fuck? It's live content, and like, there's no cannibalism. Does that make sense? It's not. It's additive, not cannibalistic. And that's how. Yeah, it's technical shit, dude.
Right. So it's true that in the short term, reacting to an old video doesn't steal views from it because most of them have already been accumulated by then. But I would say it's disingenuous to call it additive because you're not adding anything. Additionally, you yourself don't watch old videos. That internet historian video you reacted to had been out for just days when you reacted to it. It was not old at all, and your video was not transformative at all. I can see the point here that there is not a closed market for views on the internet. It's not like there are only a few 100,000 potential views for any video, and if someone else reacts to it, then it will completely kill any traction that it would get. I'm sure your streams in particular that are off of YouTube drive some of your viewers to Internet Historian's channel and other people's channels and get them to watch their stuff for the first time and maybe even subscribe to them. And your video re-uploads probably do contribute some traction to his videos as well. The same applied for reaction videos of old. That being said, the point stands that you're not really creating much of anything here and are making thousands of dollars off of riding off of other people's work. You're ripping them off, and that doesn't sit right with me or the rest of the community. But enough of XQC. I think he's actually a pretty level-headed guy, and to be honest, I do like his streams. Time for someone a little more, shall we say, eccentric? I'm betting that most of my audience has never even heard of this guy and knows next to nothing about him, so allow me to give a quick introduction. Hasan Piker is a leftist Twitch streamer, being easily one of the most popular politics-focused people on the site. He's also employed by the Young Turks. The interesting thing for me about Twitch politics is that even if I don't agree with most of the people involved, I still find it extremely entertaining to watch it all go down due to how much drama there is, which Hasan has absolutely no shortage of.
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it, I'm saying it.
As you can see, we're off to a good start, but I'm not here to delve into Hasan's political positions because frankly that's not my job. My job is to talk about what he said on YouTube and reaction content. His comments on which are honestly enough that I think that anyone with an IQ score above room temperature will see this guy for the complete fucking idiot that he is.
This is the most frustrating thing because I'm a fucking React Andy myself. Like, I get so mad at this when YouTubers literally fucking sit around, okay, and they make one fucking video. They make one fucking video a month and get like Patreon money, or they make like 2 fucking videos a week max, okay? And then they cash out with like a 6-figure check because they have a sea of simps. And then they turn around and shit on streamers who literally fucking go live for 6 to 8 hours every day. Like, that's nuts, dude. Of course there's gonna be dead space in between, you stupid fuck. This shit genuinely tilts me, dude. It genuinely tilts me. You could make a compilation of me sitting around, not even on camera, with a fucking video playing in the background. You could, when you're live for 13 hours a fucking day, of course there's gonna be fucking dead space in between, dead air in between. It's so dumb.
For starters, we're not talking about just some dead air. We're talking about a business model based off of stolen content. But to add on to that, the complete lack of understanding of the time that YouTubers put into their content is honestly laughable here. It's true that not every YouTuber works an 8-hour day. Frankly, a lot of people probably don't put any effort into their content, but that's also true for most Twitch streamers. And if you're targeting LeafyIsHere with this one, I mean, whether you like his content or not, when he was uploading daily, there's no doubt he was putting in 12-hour workdays every day. But just to get away from him completely, there are plenty of channels that undoubtedly put in pretty damn long workdays to create their content. Making YouTube videos isn't just sitting in front of your computer and watching someone else's video. Making them involves researching, writing, recording, editing, and dealing with YouTube's hilariously broken monetization system. It's a creative process that is hindered by the only site that we can make a living doing this type of stuff. And I'm not trying to complain here. I love making YouTube content. It's honestly a dream job for me. And I respect the work that Twitch streamers do when they're not watching videos in full with no added commentary, because I don't doubt that it is hard work.
Try to at least tweet something out without attacking a larger streamer or like a larger personality and try to get over like maybe 100 likes or something. Maybe then you could understand what it's like to, I don't know, create new original content or be entertaining. It would be nice.
I know people who stream, and it's no small commitment. But to say that being a YouTuber is nothing compared to being a Twitch streamer, especially if you're a successful one, is kind of ridiculous. But hey, look, I'll be real with you guys for a second. Maybe I'm being too harsh. I mean, you know, I'm sure Hasan puts lots of work into making original, interesting content and never makes videos that aren't transformative in the slightest. I mean, you know, he's so confident of it, there's just no way that it could be otherwise, frankly.
January 2020. The virus is spreading across the globe.
All right, now everyone just plops over dead and we win. Sweet.
And everyone was amped to start panicking. Oh my god. The virus TM is everywhere. In your country, in your homes, in your cereal. Better not touch that door handle. Better not touch your face. Don't touch me. Breathe somewhere else, Vector.
This is an entire half-hour reaction of him eating his lunch and not saying anything. To be fair, his wrap does look pretty good. It's kind of making me hungry. I think I'll go grab one.
Oh, sorry, man. I got hungry and they're all gone.
I also think it's really odd what Hasan had to say about Boblax.
Why did Destiny not get any fucking flack or feedback for saying America deserved 9/11? Because it's not a fucking take that is all that ultimately that fire or that hot. And you understand that, but you don't, because you're a little pussy who fucking acts like they hate SJWs, but in reality, you 100% are an SJW just for your own fucking causes. That's it. Your own causes being, of course, you know, being able to say the N-word as a white dude, I assume.
I don't know what bringing up the N-bomb had to do with this debate, but frankly, no, I don't think it's crazy to say that there's nothing wrong with saying it in private. I don't really care if people say it publicly either. I find it pretty funny now and then, actually.
Oh, you said nigger!
But it is weird that you would try to discredit what Boblax had to say completely based off of some weird, unrelated argument, but if that's the game you want to play, then yeah.
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it, I'm saying it.
You saying that America deserved 9/11 is an insane thing to put out there, and maybe we shouldn't listen to you either. He also called internet historian a chud for some reason, which for those of you who don't know is a pejorative for people on the right wing.
Internet historian is kind of a chud, so I'm not shocked that he would not have a problem with like XQC. Not saying that XQC is a chud, but like if I were to fucking probably stream his video and it got a fuckload of views and then re-upload it, I'm sure that he wouldn't have the same take, but maybe he would. I don't know.
I don't know. I just don't really see the political content seeping through in historians' content, to be honest. And Boblax isn't a chud either. I think he's openly a liberal, but okay, dude. I don't know, Hasan. You know, nice try, man. You gave it your all.
What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude.
Destiny is another political streamer on YouTube who has no shortage of controversies. Well known for being a 5'3" pussy slayer and an intellectual genius. I've seen a lot of content from him on streams with other political people, and while the popular opinion is that he's absolutely terrible, I actually have some admiration for the guy, to be honest. That being said, I don't agree with pretty much all of what he said in regards to the topic. Destiny said the following in response to Boblax. It's so strange to me that YouTubers who base their entire content on covering drama, other people's lives, are now incensed that some streamers watch YT on their stream. Boblax then, clapped back with this. Your entire channel is talking about other people's lives too, lol. I don't see the point you're trying to make. I can't honestly tell if you legitimately think talking about Donald Trump is the same as basing an entire YT channel on YouTube drama, but okay, trooper. I don't think that Boblax really understood what Destiny was saying here, so I'll do my best to represent his point for him. What he was saying is that it's ironic that a bunch of YouTubers are upset about Twitch streamers profiting off of other people's content when they make their money by talking about other people's content. It's no secret that drama-focused videos aren't usually skit-based or very original. They're basically news videos and opinion pieces about what other people are doing. And I also have no problem with saying that Boblax doesn't make very high-quality content. I think that's something that he probably knows as well. And that's fair, but I think that Destiny is misunderstanding the point. We don't have an issue with people making money off of other people's controversies or making money off of talking about them. The issue we have is the degree to which these guys don't really make anything, and, well, they're making money from not talking about them. They're cannibalizing other people's content. They just watch it. And I think Destiny's lack of knowledge on the topic was only furthered by Boblax's response to him, in which he showed that Destiny was pretty much unaware of the nature of the content that Pokey was putting on her YouTube channel.
Why are you comparing a live stream to a fucking YouTube video? These are two totally different mediums. I could be wrong, but I'm willing to bet that if I go through her content on a YouTube channel, it's probably not her watching YouTube video.
Growing up, I didn't have anyone in my family that was in real estate. I didn't have anyone in my family that, you know, had millions of dollars. And so for me, I do remember being like 15 to 16 years old, having 20 bucks and working part-time after school and like saving away all that money. And then I used that money to get my real estate license. I barely graduated high school. I never went to college.
He has his own millennial money
parents,
episode.
So I should not have become wealthy statistically. But I believe that I put in the work and I really wanted something and I was really determined and I really enjoyed what I do, and that you know, accumulated to where I am today.
I literally started from the bottom. I'm not saying that I was ever home.
Honestly, it feels like they're trying to convince themselves that they're right and why what they do is acceptable, rather than really being honest about how they make their money. But Destiny did eventually acknowledge in a debate with Boblax that a lot of what he was saying was kind of wrong, so you know what, good on him for that. Great move, Steven, keep it up. I've talked about BionicPig before in a video I made about Zaptai, a content creator that left a few years ago when his friends exposed him as a diagnosed sociopath and predator. Both of these accusations would be disproven years later, which there are a few videos on YouTube about that I would recommend checking out if you have the time. Pig was friends with Zaptai and one of the people who went along with the accusations initially, but would later back out of them. His commentary videos aren't anything special, but the quality of his content isn't what we're going to talk about today. It's the quality of his character that matters here. In a tweet that BionicPig made to talk about the subject, he said this to mock people who were going after Twitch streamers for making low-quality reaction content. I'm not going to read this off so it doesn't get clipped and even more people end up thinking that I have autism, so I'll just let Boblax say it.
Why no streamer have funny reactions 10 hours straight? Streamer, why do you stop talking for 30 seconds? Streamer, why you not fully edited YouTube video?
It appears that BionicPig decided to attach a screenshot of his own face in this tweet too, and his take here is pretty reflective of it. I don't know if he's intentionally misinterpreting the argument that is being made here, but my problem personally has never been and never will be 30 seconds of dead air, especially on stream. After all, if you're going to give your opinion on something, you have to see it first. If you don't see it before the stream, you have to do it on stream. But this isn't 30 seconds, this is 30 minutes. It's hours and hours of content being posted to YouTube and having these videos compete with the original for views, oftentimes actually passing them out in raw views and probably making more ad revenue than they did. These videos are the absolute same as what Jinx was doing years ago. Instead, we just get to hear the sound of someone chewing lettuce leaves in their microphone. Pig then followed up by saying this.
Where's the hypocrisy in this? This is completely different. Apparently everyone missed my point.
He also argued with Kavos a lot, and Kavos pulled his typical, well, you did this thing 3 years ago thing that he does, as if it really matters.
This is such a shit take. It's hilarious. BionicPig responds, is that really coming from you of all people? To which Kavos responds, yes, I am way more credible than you, Mr. I call my friends sociopaths. Obviously referencing the old drama between BionicPig, Elvis the Alien, I'm Alex, and Zaptai.
I don't think going after Pig for something he apologized for that happened years ago and was a complete mess on all fronts is really warranted here. It's completely irrelevant. But what is relevant is Pig's hypocrisy in having an issue with reaction videos being posted by Jinx and others like him and standing by that opinion, while somehow simultaneously saying that there's nothing wrong with what these streamers are doing on YouTube. But I do want to actually address his arguments. I personally don't feel that streamers have to shut off the stream when they want to take a break to eat in the middle of it. I'm not saying that they have to constantly be talking for 10 hours straight either. What I think they should do if they watch a video while they eat is have an opinion on it or something to add, which often isn't the case. You could put up one of your stream returning soon cards and do whatever you need to do. You could put up a stream highlights clip. There are literally almost endless options that you can turn to other than this. But I could probably get over the stream itself if these clips weren't uploaded to YouTube and take away views from the original creator.
People complain when streamers streamers react for an hour in a 10+ hour stream. Then when a streamer doesn't react good, everyone loses their shit. Dance monkey dance. So they shouldn't eat? So if they are hungry, they should shut off the stream for 10 minutes then restart? It makes no sense.
Streaming doesn't drastically change the scenario here. I get that there is more work sandwiched around the reactions, but at the end of the day, if you look at them side by side, they're the exact same thing. I really don't know what the argument here is anymore. Pig also talked about Nick on stream, which was clipped, and I'll play a bit of it here, but I'll leave the majority of that for Nick to talk about in his own video.
You know that the little commentators would latch onto that shit and meme you, though.
Good point, but like the little commentators are just a bunch of little gnats at this point.
Yeah, like the Nicholas Diorio crowd, they would hound you for that.
Dude,
shit,
that
I
is
bet.
like a cult.
Yeah,
it's a very, very small cult, but it's a cult.
What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. Holy shit, dude.
Excuse me.
Holy
Sorry.
fucking shit, dude.
To wrap up this video, I'm very glad that all of this happened, and I'm glad that Leafy was able to piss off this many people and get this many reactions out of them. I hope that to the average viewer, this controversy will transcend the stuff around Pokimane, because honestly, all of that has been talked about to death, and I don't really have any interest in it anymore. The points about her have been made, the story has been told. What I do care about, however, are these abysmal reaction videos and the controversy around them. Someone that I neglected to talk about in this video because of his sheer lack of response to any of it is Asmongold, who reacts to content very regularly in the same way that XQC does.
Yo, is this person fucking retarded?
Similarly to him, he also has a channel where he re-uploads content from his streams to YouTube, which was covered pretty well by the YouTuber Dark Viper AU, where he did some math to figure out exactly how much money he believes Asmon makes off of the hard work of others, and how much effort is actually put into those videos. Would highly recommend checking out Asmongold's scam, How He Steals Your Future, which I'll link in the description below. He did a pretty great job with it.
Asmongold, on the other hand, got big as a content creator, got lazy, stopped making his own content. He doesn't edit any videos anymore like he used to, and now he's stealing other people's labor to expand his influence and wealth. When is enough going to be enough, Asmon?
Hopefully some of the streamers that we talked about will take our advice and stop stealing content, but as of now they don't seem to be taking it very well. After all, why change what you were doing when you can get defensive and complain about your super hard life where you make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year off of using a computer all day? Yeah, I feel really bad for you, man. You have it so rough. Maybe make your life a little easier and hire people to edit your reactions to cut out your dead air and only show the parts that you actually react to. But of course that would bring your reaction VOD on YouTube from 30 minutes to 3 minutes, and you would make 1/10 of the ad revenue, and we can't have that now, can we? I respect some of these streamers. It's unfortunate to see them having these terrible takes on stream and tweets and getting so hilariously mad that someone pointed out that they don't have the hardest job in the world. But I guess that's all in today's work. If you want to see some other good commentary creators, I'll have them linked in the description below. Would highly recommend that you check them out. And be on the lookout for Nick's video, as he was more directly targeted by some of these people, as was BoBlax. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'll see you all next time. Leave me alone.